December 17. So opening, and this is opening range high. Here's 15-minute opening range, and we have a fake breakout, and then we come to anchor VWAP. We actually hang out there for a while, and then we get this price action here rejecting, and then by the time I saw it, it was over here, and I was waiting for a pullback up to here, but that never happened, so I had no entry. On the 15-second chart, same spot, I was waiting for some sort of pullback to here and then down. See, look at the vertical line here. So waiting for a pullback to here and then down, but that never happened. But to orientate ourselves, here's 6:45, here's the inertial balance at 7:30. We make the 15-minute opening range low, and we come down. We have a fake breakout. We find a lot of support here at anchor VWAP, and the ES finds resistance here at the VWAP, but we don't get going until here. So it's almost like we would have had to have our index suspicion for the anchor VWAP holding, and then let it hang out here for a while, and then catching this would have been somewhat tough unless you had your mind set that this could happen. Do note that this is the initial balance line right here, 7:30 a.m. So, and I drew out the price action. So 15-minute, 7:30 is here, 6:45, the range low. We hang around and respect the anchor VWAP, and then we get this price action with these rejection wicks, which are fairly good looking. New York Open, 15 minutes right there, 7:30 right here, rejection, and these wicks. These wicks. Anchor VWAP, anchor VWAP. So let's pretend I told you that today, if we cover this up, that we're gonna have a fake breakout of the 15-minute range low, and then eventually we're gonna have a real breakout at around anchor VWAP. Even if you knew that, it's almost like you have to have known that to be able to look at this and look at these rejections and anticipate that we are eventually going to see this type of wicking and the real breakout down. But early on, before the initial balance was set, this is what it looked like. And then afterwards, here's the initial balance. Here's the anchor VWAP being respected all the way. So you'd almost have to be given the information that it's going to be a fake breakout, respect the anchor VWAP, and then the real breakout. But these things do happen though. Okay, I do want to add this perspective though. So here, all this time during 6:45 to 7:30, on the 5 minutes, a lot cleaner. On the 5 minute, we're just seeing that we're respecting the anchored VWAP. So that is a perspective that we could look at, and we could draw it here actually. So we'll do that. Okay, so now we've drawn the 5 minute chart. We got the 6:30 open. So really this candle here, 1, 2, 3. These 3:15. These three 5-minute candles make the 15-minute opening low. So we open here at that candle. That's the low. Here's the fake out. And then we come back to anchor VWAP and we actually respect it on the 5 minute. And we get these wicks and that's where we go down. That's the 1 minute. This is the 5 minute. 1, 2, 3, 3 candle, 15-minute opening low, fake out, come back up to anchor VWAP and go down. So the 5 minute is a lot cleaner compared to the 1 minute stretched out. So visualize this, visualize that. And this is much easier than this. This makes it a lot easier to follow the respecting of the anchored VWAP right here. It actually looks pretty clean on the 5 minute.